5.2 billion. I think it's higher. So I mentioned 1/4 of that, so 500 million. I mean, you still need to put a mill. Pampacan will have a larger mill with 2 lines. I don't know. So 2 billion at least. Okay. Once you have everything finalized. Okay. From now we're going to construct. So now it's 2 billion. But of course, you spend few tens of millions in exploration and feasibility and bankability study.
Fernando, you're saying 500 at 1%. What sort of employment would you have on in the construction phase, and then what would you have in production? Do you have any idea on what sort of employee levels?
I forgot to say.
What would they range from?
I forgot to say in the beginning, I'm a geologist.
Yeah.
Sorry. If there any mining engineer can help me out. I saw a presentation in Tampakan. How many people they would need to build the mine there? About 10,000? 30,000? I remember there was 1.5 tons of rice per day. So the logistics involved would be amazing to deliver that. So it's
it's sizable, though. Yeah.
Thousands of people.
And if you believe that the dollar that's spent or peso that's spent in the mining project goes around at least 6 times, if there are 30,000 employees in the Tampakan project alone, times 6, 240,000. My math right? I'm a lawyer. 240,000 jobs will be generated out of that investment. Am I correct? Okay, or something like that. I was speaking about jobs and inflation. Inflation's everywhere. And just the other day, I ordered 1,000 peso steak at a restaurant, and I said, "Please put it on my MasterCard." By golly, it fit. Any other questions?
Could you tell us what is the location, and perhaps more significantly, what are the criteria which convince Vale to put the port in Malaysia?
Well, since it's public information, I think I can talk a little bit about that. I don't remember the exact location. Sorry, Paul. I can get it to you. Okay. I don't remember the name and how to pronounce it. So, but the idea is you bring the iron ore from Brazil. Okay. And we had the traders, right? Norwegian company, so I have the traders. Vale has huge. Brazil has huge reserves, and then also Australia, right? So the 3 ugly sisters for China. Is Vale, BHP, and Rio. So we provide 90% of the market, if I'm not wrong, on iron. Okay, but Vale, the buyers pay a bonus, pay a premium for Vale's ore because the grade and the material. Okay, so the only disadvantage for us is the geography. Okay, so then Vale realized that, started building our own vessels, but larger vessels. Okay. And of course, it would be much better to deliver straight to the client. Who they are? Mainly China, but Japan is also buying a lot of iron ore. So China. So we tried. I'm not sure, but I don't get much involved in that. But of course, I hear, in those workshops and so. And the idea, of course, was to build this port because there's no port to accommodate 400,000 tons. Ship, so we need to build that, and no one's going to build for you. Of course, you can make a joint venture so they can guarantee supply for a particular client, one of the major steel makers in China. So we were trying to build in China and have a distribution center there, but it's not easy. China nowadays, they buy the iron ore. The steel makers, they have their own distribution center. And they resell to the smallers. okay, and supply themselves. So if the spot market, if the spot market price is higher than the contract, they sell by the spot market price. And when the spot market is below, so they sell by the contract price. So it was really hard, but we need to put in place. So we had other alternatives where to build there. So it is in the route, from Brazil. And I believe, I don't get involved, but I believe Vale talked to many countries around the region. Got some. At the end of the day, is on the paper how much it's going to cost, taxes and everything. So, and now maybe also interaction between the both countries, the two countries involved, Brazil and the country where Vale would build that port. Okay, and then we had to do it. Said, okay, China. I don't think. I'm guessing. We don't think China's going to happen soon. Let's put in. So of course there will be a cost with the double handling, right? But I think the company still, think it's profitable, and so it's okay.
Just a brief follow-up, Fernando, and I confess to early involvement in this issue. On behalf of Vale, I was asked to do some investigation on the Philippine port site in northern Mindanao, and water depth was very favourable at Philippine. There were some issues there with availability of sufficient area. And I lost track of what happened after that. So I do know that Vale looked at a number of countries around the region. I was therefore a little bit intrigued as to why Malaysia, as opposed to an alternative site such as the Philippines or some other neighbouring countries. But obviously, ports is not your area of expertise or mine.
And believe me, if there was any research, if someone came in here and probably this department, they don't even know that I exist, and that I'm in the country. So it's,
It's a big company. Yes.
Alan Blackley from QED. Fernando, I promised I'd go easy on you today, but nobody's actually put you on the spot yet. So I guess it's left up to me. I'm not too sure it's a good idea to put your clients on the spot, but I'll do so.
Try me.
We all understand that the Philippines, prospectivity-wise for copper and gold, is a great place to be. But from your point of view in exploration, and I am putting you on the spot, what would you see would be your greatest challenges in getting your projects up and running here in the Philippines?
Well, that's a good question, isn't it? Definitely, that's why we're here. Okay, so you see, Anglo has pulled out. Well, Rod's still around. He's not here today. No. So, but Anglo is pulling out. BGP is not here. We have Extrata. It is, but it's in a Tampakan project. So, and Vale, 2 years ago just come in. So, we think the company didn't think about it, and considered all the the circumstance in the country. Yes, definitely, it's a great place to be. It's a small island, a lot of porphyry, so a lot of potential for copper and gold porphyries. And for me, the key for success in the Philippines, it's community relations. The resources are there, the potential is there. Now it's how we get access to the ground.